So I just got done completing the David Goggins 4x4x48 challenge, which is running 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. Sounds a little crazy to say that all back, but yeah, that's what I just finished. So I didn't really have an understanding of how I could necessarily get myself ready, except for just preparing my mind that I know this is gonna suck because David Goggins came up with a challenge and he doesn't do anything that doesn't make sure to put you in a major pain cave and see if you can crawl your way out. So it was really just getting myself ready. We're going in the pain cave. I don't know how long we're gonna be in there, but I know it's gonna end in 48 hours. I think what inspired me and my friends to do this challenge really was we were training for the half marathon, the Miami half marathon, and as that training was going along, we had heard about the 4x4x48 and thought, hey, if we were preparing for the marathon, like the 4x4x48's only a month or so after that, we'd already be relatively in shape or prepared for this. Maybe we should give it a try. So it was kind of just a crazy idea that came up during the marathon. And then that morphed a little further into, hey, we pushed ourselves to do this half marathon and we all did really good. We all improved our times, and let's keep notching ourselves up. Let's keep leveling up. Let's increase our average, right? So we now have a new baseline, and we felt like this is what we need to do to take it one step further. I definitely feel like there's gonna be a lot of giggling these first couple of runs, and then after that it's gonna get very...
Like living in our head.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of just, hey man, I just need to focus on my own thing. I'm gonna calculate it in my mind, like, okay, so if I'm walking at 19 minutes per mile, like a slow... What's interesting about the time leading up to the 4x4x48, specifically like the day of, is we all have other jobs and things that we're doing. So everyone had a normal work day. Some people were coming in from out of town, driving in or flying in. I was coming in from an out of town business meeting as well. So it was really like, you know, you almost kind of feel like you're like changing out of your regular day clothes and putting on your superhero clothes or something, like you're changing identities. Like, okay, we're going from businessman to now we're going to go into a really tough challenge. And that first 15 or so minutes once we got checked into the hotel and then like it's time to go was a big realization that now all the fun anticipation that you've been like sending jokes about, you got the group text message going on, everyone's ragging on everybody and who's gonna quit first and all that, like now it becomes very serious. Like now we're doing it. Now it's gonna be one foot in front of the other for the next 48 hours. Nervous as shit. Like I literally have bubble guts and I'm shaky, and I just keep thinking like, what segment is gonna be the segment where you go into the pain cave, and then it just becomes a mental feat after that. So I keep trying to guess and anticipate which interval that's gonna be. So we'll see if it's tomorrow night, tomorrow morning, the next night, the next morning. I don't know, we've been doing this a while, so.
Feel good, nervous. I think once, you know, we get the first run going, some of my nerves will go away, but for now I'm nervous, man. I'm pretty nervous.
I got 3 different pairs, so I can alternate.
Yeah, I brought 3 pairs of shoes.
David fucking Goggins. You know what's actually the best part about this is that I know all this nervousness I'm feeling right now is basically going to be followed by, when this is all done, like the biggest high of what we've just achieved, because there is no better feeling than overcoming something, either physical, emotional, mental, and this is going to be all of them, and getting through to the other side. So I know that that's coming. So I hope that as this gets challenging or gets dark or goes into some dark places, that I can remember that I know that coming out the other side, it's gonna feel fantastic. So, and I'm gonna feel unstoppable, which is why we do these things, why we do these tests. Push ourselves, break through, go to the next level. Okay, so we're about to kick off what hopefully may be an annual event. What? We may do, maybe not. But if you've ever heard the name Day of the Goggins before, you'll have heard of this. It's the 4x4x48. So for the next 48 hours, we'll be running 4 miles every 4 hours for a total of 48 miles. And I'll be doing it with all of these savages here. So please stay tuned for the craziness that will ensue. Doing this with my buddies, like, it means the world. And what's interesting is that, you know, we all have different situations in life. Some of us married with kids, some married, no kids, some totally single. And so we're all coming from different places as far as like what our schedules look like, who else is kind of depending on us to get through this challenge and come out the other side fine. And also the time commitment, you know, taking 48 hours to do something, there's a big commitment to that, not only to yourself, but the people around you and the people that rely on you. So I know for me, doing this with my friends, to have them just answer back and be like, hell yeah, brother, let's do it. That feels incredible. And then to also say the same thing, in my case, to my spouse, and her saying, I got your back, you know, when are the dates? It feels amazing to know that you have so many people around you that support what you're doing, no matter how crazy it sounds.